Hello, in this Visual Basic tutorial I am going to show you subs, or more specifically sub procedures. So a sub procedure is similar to what a function or a method is in pretty much in any other programming language, but it has no return value. The main is a sub, so we've already been using one, but it doesn't return a value. To create your own sub, I think you can probably already guess how to do it. You put the keyword sub, you name it something, so I'm going to call it awesome sub. Let's keep thinking of Subway, and then put in sub, and now in here we could, let's say, just do a console.writeLine. The benefits of subs, functions, methods, that anything like that is that you can encapsulate code in here. For example, this example is going to be very simple, but you could have really complex, routines, algorithms in here. You can just call it again and again without having to duplicate code. So if I were to write line and just put in hello, to call the sub, you just do awesome sub, like so. If I run it, it says hello. And if I were to do it again, awesome sub, it says hello again. Okay, so that's one type of sub. Another sub is when you can actually pass in a value. You can pass in as many as you want. So I'm going to pass in 2, and I'm going to call this, add. So you basically just add 2 values together. And if we do by val, I'll explain what this means in a second. So by val, I'm going to call this num1 as, I'll do an integer. So you can have it like this to pass in more than one variable. They don't have to be the same data type. You can have it as whatever data type you want. Put comma. I'm going to do by val again, and I'm going to do num2 as integer. And now in here, so our awesome method is going to, let's say, just create a dim result. I think you can guess what it's going to do. It's going to just say result equals num1 plus num2, and we'll just do a console.writeLine, and we will just print out result like so. So I'll comment this out, and I'll call the add method. So the add method takes 2 values. They have to be integers. You could either just pass in the values directly like so, or you could pass in integer variables. It doesn't matter, it's totally your choice. And now if we run it, we get the result of 11 that is printed out. So that's pretty cool. This by val basically means by value. What that essentially equates to is when these values are passed in, so they're more, referring to if you were to pass in, let's say, a, what's it called? I'm just going to comment this out. A variable. So if I create a variable here, so let's say if I do dim, I don't know, I as integer. Oh, I'll change it up a bit. I'll do a double, why not? And I'm going to say I equals 7.8. I'm going to create another method. I'm going to call it sub by ref sub. And this is just going to take one method, one value. So by ref, and I'm going to show you the difference. Actually, by ref sub, and I'll call this num1. Having this call num1 and this num1 doesn't actually matter, because this is only accessible by this subroutine, and this is only accessible by this sub. So in here, I actually need to specify the data type, so as integer. Now I'm actually going to duplicate this, and I'm going to do by val sub. So I'm going to show you the difference between having it passed in by value and by reference. So by val. So in here, if I do num1 equals 8, I don't actually care what is being passed in, what the value of it is. I'm going to do num1 equals 8 here. And what I'm going to do is create, I'll make sure that the data types are the same. So double, And here now, I'm going to create another variable. So dim, I'll call it j as double. And I'm actually just going to set j exactly to the same value, 7.8. And I'm going to call each one of these methods. So I'm going to do by val sub, and I'm going to pass in I. I'll duplicate this, and I'm going to do by ref sub. And now, if I were to print both of these values out, so if I do console.writeLine, and I do I, and then I'm going to print out j, see what we get. So if realistically we passed in a variable into the val sub, the ref sub. Oh, I'm going to change this to j, sorry. So two different variables initially have the same value. They both get assigned the value 8 when they're passed in. This should I guess print 8. So if I run it, we get 7.8 and 8. So I is still 7.8, whereas j is 8 now. So that's what the by val and by ref sub does. By val just means get the value of whatever you're sending in. If it's already a hard coded value like 6.7, then you just send that in. But if it's I, it gets the value of I at this moment, which is 7.8, and it passes that in. So by assigning 8 to num1, this variable here is nothing to do with this original variable. Whereas by ref means just pass it by reference, and what it actually does is it passes the memory location of j when we call by ref sub. So this has the memory location of the original variable. So if we do num1 equals 8, it just says go to that memory location, overwrite what's there to 8. So that's how you can change the original variable. So that's it for subs. I'm going to have a separate video that covers functions, and it's pretty similar. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.